everyone, this is I, Hironaka from Lahaina Hongwanji mission. I will try my best to deliver my joy of Jodo Shinshu teaching. First, what is Shinran Shonin basic teaching of Jodo Shinshu? The great master Shinran Shonin teaches that Hongan o shinji, nenbutsu mo saba butsu ni naru. One who entrusts oneself to the primal vow and says the nenbutsu attains Buddhahood. This entrusting heart brings ease and real happiness called Shinjin. So, how do we entrust ourselves to the vow? What is the Shinjin in a daily life? Today, it seems we have lost sight of what happiness is, especially during COVID-19. When do you feel happy? In my case, I think if I get the new iPhone 11, will make me happy. We may think that if the pandemic situation goes back to normal, it will make us happy. We are busy seeking happiness. We don't want to be sick with COVID-19, and we don't want to die yet. But were you really happy before COVID-19 started? And are you really unhappy now? What then is happiness in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism? How do we feel happy in Jodo Shinshu life? To explain this, my relative Jodo Shinshu priest in Hiroshima compared dopamine and serotonin, two of many neurotransmitters functioning in our brains. When does the brain produce dopamine? Suppose you go to Las Vegas. You put $20 in the slot machine and win $50. This makes you happy and you like some more. So you put in $100 expecting to win again, but you lose it all. You stay broke, man. You wanna take the money back, so you put in $200 and you win $1,500. You got it. You excitedly think more and more. I like some more. Your brain produces dopamine. When you get what you want and are emotionally high, the brain produces dopamine. In a society, you feel that if you do X amount of work, you will make X amount of money, and you feel happy. If we earn more, you will be able to buy more. This dopamine reward system is especially attractive to the younger generation. On the other hand, when does the brain produce serotonin? Suppose you have a difficult job, you have to work very hard to earn more money to have a better life. You always come home late, leaving little time to talk to or interact with your family. One evening, when you return home, exhausted as usual, you glance upon your wife, breastfeeding your baby child. Witnessing this, spontaneously you feel, my life right now is perfect. It's perfect enough. I have nothing else to ask for. Experiencing this relief, thinking, I am fulfilled, I am satisfied, is when serotonin flows, although it is momentary. Once felt, it remains within you. Experiencing the flow of serotonin is most like word of Shinjin. But this experience of serotonin rarely occurs, especially for the younger generations. Shinjin in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism does not work like dopamine. Abhidha Buddha does not require anything. We are simply already embraced in His great compassion. そのまま来いよ。Come just as you are. Amida Buddha embraces me no matter what condition I am in. Thus, true happiness comes like serotonin, as I realize that even if I cannot always experience happiness in my daily life, I am free from anxiety, but gentle ease springs up from deep inside of my heart. Uttering Namo Amida Butsu simply echoes Amida's calling and his happy affirmation of my salvation. Traditionally in Japan, the salvation of Amida Buddha is called Sente no Sukui, Tasukaru wa Gote, meaning Amida Buddha's salvation is first and beforehand. This idea is different from other teachings. In fact, this is remarkable point of Jodo Shinshu teachings. Usually, I desire my salvation first, and then I will be saved. But that is not Amida Buddha's salvation system. Before I ask to help me, it is done deal already by Amida Buddha. Before I deeply reflect on myself for the first time, He already knows who I am. Before I wish to be born into His land, it was already settled for me. All the practices that I have to do for going to Pure Land was already done by Amida Buddha. Shinran Shonin said in his Kyogyo Shinsho, aspiring for birth and directing virtue indicates the mind of Tathagata who, having already established the vow, gives sentient beings the practice necessary for their birth. In the Tanisho chapter 9, it says, nevertheless, the Buddha, knowing this beforehand, called us foolish beings possessed of blind passions, thus becoming aware that the compassionate vow of other power is indeed for the sake of ourselves, who are such beings, we find it all the more trustworthy. When we hear the calling voice, I save you already, we just nod and say, yes, I humbly follow you. This is what Namo Amida Butsu means. Therefore, if we seek anything with the dopamine mind, we will never find the true happiness of Shinjin. Likewise, going to temple because we want to be happier and want to be better is not our way of seeking. Instead, go to temple, listen to the calling voice of Amida's wish, sincerely calling, Namandab, I save you. Namandab, please let me save you here and now. Namandab, please come as you are. Just call my name, Namamida Butsu. And respond to the calling. I just humbly entrust you, Namandab. I am entrusted without doubt, Namandab. Gentle happiness of Shinjin does not come from outside, but springs up from deep inside of your hearts as activities of Amida Buddha and flows from your mouth as the sixth character, Namo Amida Butsu. the two voices from each side, Amida's calling Namo Amida Butsu and my response Namo Amida Butsu become one. How grateful we are, even in this difficult time in COVID-19. We can hear the gentle calling voice and feel the gentle ease anytime, anywhere, anybody. So please put your hands together in gassho. Let us all embody Amida Buddha's great wisdom and compassion and recite his calling voice, come just as you are, and then we respond. We just follow you and trust you without doubt. Please join me reciting Namo Amida Butsu together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Namandam, 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 namandam.